Are you ready for further tests?
Let me go.
First, the tests.
Fine then, I'm ready. That Slumber Morel smoothie sure made me dizzy. I can see clearly now. He's going to flick the switch on me if I make even the slightest move. Could these be the keys to the main entrance?
I know exactly what you are up to. Forget it.
Come on, let's get it over with.
If you say so. Let's start with a short evaluation of your associative capabilities. A sort of warm-up, if you will. We are going to show you a series of images, and you will tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. First image?
War.
That is unexpected. Second image?
Cruelty.
Are you sure? Image number 3.
Unnecessary violence.
Extraordinary. And we're done. Counting in the benefit of the doubt, I think you've just met the criteria to pass. Next up is self-assessment, ranging from 1, very inaccurate, to 4, very accurate. How would you rate the following statements? I often feel controlled by others.
1.
I enjoy carrying a lot of stuff with me.
1.
I don't bring matters to an end.
Good question. I'd say a close 1.
I often get the impression that my life and the world around me is nothing but an illusion.
1. Or 2. No, 1 is good. Is 1 good?
Thank you. Next, we are going to show you a few colors. Please describe them as elaborately as possible. Let's begin. So, what do you see? Please describe this color as precisely as possible.
Exciting. Makes me want to leave everything behind and start a new life on Mars.
How do you feel about this color? Anything particular that meets the eye?
Boredom. When it's time to have dinner, but you don't even care for lunch.
Thank you. And what are your associations with this color?
Fragile. Like a butterfly in a hurricane. Now, actually, a butterfly isn't really all that fragile. Its wings do quite well under most weather conditions.
Remarkable. If you had to put a name on this shape, what would it be?
Rectangle. An idea shaping an orthogonal reality, from Pythagoras to Descartes until probably the end of time.
And this one?
Triangle. Trinity. The whole idea of it. The 3 wide open seas. The 3 apostles. The 3 wonders of the world, and all 3 of the important Beatles.
Thank you. That's that. Now a few questions where you have to make a decision. Would you rather have landed in Roswell or crashed on the moon?
I've never set foot to Roswell, I swear.
Would you rather be the only suit at Woodstock or the only hippie on Wall Street?
This is not a scientific question.
Would you rather have a hammer toe or sickle cell anemia?
Stop. Hammer toe.
Would you rather want to have Heinz Erhardt's expertise in economics or Ludwig Erhardt's sense of humor?
Which Heinz? Are you referring to Trude's brother?
Would you rather have your sweat smelling of wet dogs or the taste of onions in your mouth for the rest of your life?
red onions or white onions?
Thank you. Think of your childhood. What are the first 3 items coming to your mind?
Dad, Aunt Lottie, Hans and ice cream.
Are you sometimes afraid of the day your true identity becomes uncovered?
Well, yes. Aren't you?
Do you sometimes feel that everything is just about to happen, while all of it has already been decided?
Yes.
Congratulations, my dear Mr. Tannhauser. You have passed the associative test with excellent results. I have no more doubts that you are a real human.
A real That's what this was all about?
I apologize for the inconvenience, but one can never be sure these days. It's our civic duty to track down and detain these aliens. They are among us. Mark my words, Mr. Tannhauser. You are free to go. Please show yourself out.
I'm a human being, of flesh and blood, and now I'm going home. Aliens? You must be out of your minds.
I'll leave the key under the doormat.
Where am I? Hello? Anybody there?
This way.
What is this place?
I've arrived at some sort of mining facility. It looks abandoned. Judging by our tracks, I've almost caught up with Gretchen.
Locked. A compartment in which to shed tools. Let's have at it. I can't reach it. It still needs a little extra something to get it going.
No, Hans, that would be a really bad idea.
Beverly, I believe I found Gretchen's campsite. She probably went ahead without me.
Could end up blowing it to smithereens.
No chance. Solid oak. It seems like someone wanted to avoid any misunderstandings.
Could end up blowing it to smithereens.
It still needs a little extra something to get it going. An old ore mining cart. Beyond repair. The ashes in this fire pit are still warm. Maybe someone cooked him or herself a meager dinner.
No, Hans, that would be a really bad idea.
Debris. People keep losing helmets all the time. It still needs a little... Here we go.
Beverly, the time has come. I am stranded, trapped deep underground in some sort of god-forsaken cave. It's freezing cold. I can hardly see a thing. Whoever finds this recording, please hand the cassette tape to Miss Beverly. And now this. Hello?
Always remember to wear your helmets, kids.
Away with it.
Always remember to wear your helmets, kids.
Completely kaput. Good thing there's no monkey wrench involved in this puzzle. There you go. Water March. Years of decay made this pipe brittle. It's almost coming off the wall. Maybe I can swing over.
I've heard that cave fishing is a thing, but I'm really not in the mood right now. I wish I could leave this godforsaken cave. This pickaxe is probably the only tool around here that could be useful to me.
Can anybody hear me? That's a pretty deep drop. I can't even see the floor from here. There's got to be some water down there somewhere.
Always remember to wear your helmets, kids.
Years of decay made this pipe brittle. It's all years of decay.
I've heard that cave fishing is a thing, but I'm really not in the mood right now.
Oh, you finally made it! I almost thought you'd never come. Look at you, covered in dirt. Did you stumble all the way here through the old mines?
I don't have to answer that. Anyway, you're not going to believe what just happened to me.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You gotta tell me every single detail when we have the time.
They sure have big doors around here.
It looks like they really wanted to make sure there was no trespassing.
Did you actually rappel down?
Of course, how else? We need to get that door open.
And again.
Beverly, For a moment, I thought I was a goner. Now that I've been able to escape this compromising situation, Gretchen and I are standing in front of a gigantic steel gate. I'll get back to you with more details.
I've been thinking, what if it wasn't meant to keep someone out, but to keep something in?
Let's find out.
Can I get a light here?
No, nothing.
What's that over there?
Interesting. Are you thinking what I am thinking?
Is this a graffito?
Down here. In any case, it's hard to decipher.
Are you seeing that hexagon there as well?
No idea. You've got the door open already?
Look, this seems to have activated one of the lights on the vault door. You see that afterglow?
Could you point the light in this direction?
Just a shadow.
Any ideas?
What's that over there?
Just a crack in the wall.
Please light up these symbols.
Wow, these look like Neolithic cave paintings. Who would have guessed? A group of stickmen fallen asleep around some sort of hexagon. Tannhauser, this is sensational.
Fallen asleep.
Interesting. Maybe these inscriptions are somehow connected to the opening mechanism. Some sort of photonic reception, perhaps.
What do you make of this?
Weird. Tannhauser, these are ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs. What are they doing here? I'm afraid I don't know too much about them. This pictogram on the left could mean door or gateway. It's followed by the symbol of death. Doesn't that spark your curiosity as well?
Did you notice that other little light turning on?
What's that over there?
You're not gonna believe this. These are Germanic runes, my special field of interest. This one roughly translates to Be gone, stranger, for all you may find here is certain death.
There, another light. Could you light up the cave paintings for me again? Now there are 5 lights. What does it mean? And again.
I don't get it. Open sesame!
Could you light up the cave paintings for me again? Please point the light to the hieroglyphs again.
Could you point the light in this direction?
Interesting. This looks like a Latin inscription. Hang on to your head. Interpreted freely, this translates to Path of No Return. Hogwash, you Romans.
Could you show me that ruin thing again? Can we take a look at the graffito again? Again, 5 lights.
This looks promising.
This cave has obviously been visited by explorers for millennia. Isn't it strange that all of them left warnings on the wall? And whoever built this gigantic vault wanted to make sure that only a human with the right set of knowledge could open it. Maybe long after its architects ceased to exist. I assume this is why they utilized all of these different writings. They literally left the code on the wall. In case of an emergency? Remarkable.
Yes!
Let me find the light switch first. What an enormous compound.
Let's take a look around. This is exciting. Did you see that pretty large particle accelerator? Wow.
All this modern hardware must have cost a fortune. We didn't even have anything remotely this size at my university. No idea what purpose they might serve.
I'd rather not come too close to this killing machine.
I stumbled upon an impressive model of our solar system, yet curiously, it displays our 9 planets in disorder, as if there was a disturbance in the interstellar balance. Much like an event known to the ancient Greeks as ekperosis, the catastrophic imbalance of the universe. Whether this is a foreshadowing of things to come, or the device is simply broken, I cannot say. To be honest, it's hard to say if it means anything at all.
It seems to be defective.
I've already made an entry on this. I stumbled upon an impressive model of our yet cute much to be.
Of course, the door is blocked.
Error. Memory overflow.
Hello? Anybody there?
Of course. Another locked door.
Error. Memory overflow.
Any idea?
I wonder who or what's behind all of this.
I was abducted, imprisoned, and scrutinized by a mad scientist, among other things.
You must have bumped your head too hard.
No, for real, there is an old sanitarium down this valley.
I thought no one's lived there in ages.
There's at least one so-called scientist. He conducted a wide range of crazy tests on me.
Tests?
Yes, he had me talk about colors and answer personal questions.
Tenhauser, are you sure you haven't suffered some sort of brain damage?
How do I know? I found your camp outside.
Yes. I waited for you. But since it took you so long, I couldn't resist going ahead.
Okay, I'll try to come up with something.
Error. Memory overflow.
What an enormous compound.
I'd rather not come too close
Error.
to this killing machine.
Memory overflow. Error. Memory overflow.
64 kilobytes of main memory on isolinear chips? Good lord. Gretchen, this is the future.
Error. Memory overflow.
Could you please turn off
Such
that
a
noise?
clutter in the back room.
Error. Memory overflow.
I'd rather not come too close to this
Memory
killing machine.
overflow. Error. Memory overflow.
Of course. The door is blocked.
Error. Memory overflow.
It seems to be defective.
Error. Memory
Such a
overflow.
clutter in the back room.
Could you please turn off that noise?
Error. Memory overflow. Error. Memory overflow.
I brought back order to the universe.
Error. Memory overflow.
I've already made an entry on this.
I stumbled upon an impressive model of our solar system, yet curiously, it displays our 9 planets in disorder. Much whether this is to be honest.
Error. Memory overflow.